Jeez, man, that first review was alright, but I really should start reviewing some more. I wish I had some inspiration for a new game to review. But where?
Come on, run away. You don't have to stay. We're nearly out of time, but you're doing fine. So stay on track and don't look back. Just feel the pace. Come on now, race. Everybody supersonic racing. Try to keep your feet right on the ground when you're supersonic.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Dillon and I, and today I wanted to talk about the best worst game ever, Sonic R. And no, that's not a spin-off where Sonic is a pirate. The R stands for Racing! You youngins may not know, but the OG Sonic racing game was on foot. There were no cars, that's right, characters that ran around on foot in their racing games. Wow! That's a wild concept for characters who run everywhere. And this is also why they never did it again! When people think of this game, they usually think one of two things. Whoa, Sonic R? Best game ever! Or, yeah, Sonic R, that was a heap. I have found no in-between while asking people about this game. None! Don't at me! Sonic R was released November 18th, 1997 for the Sega Saturn, and it was developed by Traveler's Tales? Traveler's Tales? Like the guys who made all the Lego games? Okay, I guess this was one of their first games, but I mean, just a weird inclusion. No, not them. Not Sonic Team! Anything but Sonic Team!
Ugh, let's make video games, bro.
This was actually the only Sonic game developed for the Sega Saturn. Every other game for the Sega Saturn was a port, but this was made for the ground up for the Saturn. So, it's got that going for it. I'm going to be playing the Sonic Gems collection, which is on the GameCube, because that's the version I have. Anyway, guys, it's about time, so...
Come on now, race.
Wow, holy shit. Let's take a minute and appreciate this menu screen, okay? I mean, isn't that adorable? You can move the R. It's so cute. And you can change the color. That's absolutely precious. So there actually is a story. I'm literally copy and pasting this from the wiki, because I don't know where this story is from. Maybe it's in the manual, but I did not see it in the game. That's for sure. There's no opening cinematic, and there's no explanation of the story, so yeah, this is just a copy-paste, and this is what the wiki says. Sonic and Tails are about to take a holiday when Tails notices an advertisement for a World Grand Prix. While not initially interested, Sonic notices that Dr. Robotnik is also participating in the race, which persuades him to change his mind and enter the race. It is revealed that Robotnik has recently learned of the whereabouts of the rare and powerful Chaos Emeralds, with which he aspires to enslave the world, and the World Grand Prix is actually a trap used to distract Sonic. Knuckles and Amy overhear of Robotnik's plan and decide to compete. Together, the four must balance both winning races and obtaining the Chaos Emeralds to keep them out of Robotnik's reach. So, wait. What? When you start these races, there are 5 people racing. It's Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Amy, and Dr. Robotnik. So you're telling me they are 4-on-1 on his ass? That's a little overkill, guys, don't you think? I mean, I know he's a bad guy, but it's a little fucking unfair. And Robotnik's plan is to let them get the emeralds for him, I guess? How is this a good trap? How is he trapping them at all? I don't understand. Now I know what you guys are thinking. D-Man, it's a racing game. Who cares about story? And you know what? You're right. Gameplay? No, game, no do that. Where do I start? You race 3 laps to be in first. Duh! And we begin with 4 characters unlocked. 5 characters hidden. The 4 playable characters from the get-go are Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. And, don't pick Amy. I have a whole section planned out for each of the characters, so stay tuned for that. So, to run, you hold forward. Makes sense. Jump, you press A. Okay. Brake with B. You drift with L and R. Some characters have specials they can use, and wow, this is crazy. All the characters are super different. They have different abilities, they have different handling, speeds, things they can and can't do, but it's not balanced at all. You can easily make a tier list of the characters and how good they are. We can run, jump, use special attacks and such. What else we got here, game? What is the... Weather? You're joking. There are weather mechanics? Believe me, guys, I'm just as shocked. So apparently the weather changes from sunny to cloudy to rainy and snowing. The only real difference I saw was with snow you slip around more, and the coins have a little frosty animation to them. Isn't that so kawaii? All the other weather changes just make the stages look different, but they play the same. At least that's how I feel. Ah, shit, I crashed. I better get... Wait, what? No. Tank controls in a racing game on foot. Why? What is this nonsense? How? Who? Why? It's ass. It's pure ass moving in this game. It's just awful. Buddy, I hope you like walls, because they're about to be your best friend, and turning around is going to be your intimate lover. You will take 20 to 30 minutes just to turn your sweet ass back around if you spin out. And I think that the more rings you have, the faster you get. I have no proof of this. It just feels like I get up to top speed faster with the more rings I have. So on the racetracks, you have like items, I guess? These emblems either give you a set amount of rings or they give you a temporary power-up, which the only two I've seen are a magnetic barrier, which attracts rings to you, and a speed boost that makes you faster. And these are the only things I ever got from this besides the 5, 10, and 20 rings. So you can collect rings, and you can use them to open shortcuts, or to use this boost pad, which, like, if you have 50 rings, it takes all 50. The more you have, the further you go with the boost pad, and it's just not worth it. Like, you might as well keep those rings because they make you go faster. Honestly, that's about it. There isn't much else here besides maybe the spin dash. So if you're running with certain characters, you can hold back, and you'll do a spin dash on the ground. And you use this to hit other players, I think? But the problem is, they're behind you, and you can't see behind you, so how are you supposed to hit them? I mean, it's pretty fucking useless, but it's in the game. So the controls are absolute ass. It's awful, but that's why it's so good. Like, no one can be good at this game. Everyone sucks at the same time, and it just makes the whole game actually fun to play with other people. Everyone suffers, and everything becomes instantly funny when you mess up that turn, or you hit a wall, or you spin around, and you have to wait 20 minutes just to turn around, and that gap, that one lap lead you had gets closed because you accidentally fell in the water. You can't help but laugh at how bad the game it is and keep playing. So we only have 5 courses. 5. That's it. That's all you get.
Alright guys, good job, game's done.
First course is Resort Island. It's actually a pretty good first stage. It's very easy, and it gets you used to everything you're going to see later in the game. And the first thing that's noticed is the amount of variation on the track. Since you're on foot, you don't have to stick to 1 or 2 separate paths. You can actually explore. You can go off the track, you can go above bridges, you can go behind these waterfalls, which is actually pretty freaking cool. This track here is based on Green Hill Zone and is easily my favorite track. Second course is Radical City, which is just a mess. I mean, look at this. Everything is everywhere. The roads all look the same. The only really cool thing this place has is the pinball machine in the middle that you can't play with because you're racing, dude! Third, we have Regal Ruins, which is just some old ruins with a really low-res, creepy Eggman face on the ground. Like, I barely noticed this on my first time, but it scared the shit out of me. It's an ugly level and the worst level in this game, in my opinion. There's nothing to do. Like, you just have to make really hard turns that you're gonna crash into a wall every time. It's not fun. Fourth is the Reactive Factory, and it's pretty okay. There's a lot of different places to go, different strategies to use for getting good times. It's maybe my second favorite track. There's this cool little trick where if you jump off a ramp, if you land on the other side of the ramp, you have to use the loop-de-loop, which takes forever, but you can jump the ramp and quickly turn right, and you can take a shortcut to skip that whole part, which saves you a whole bunch of time. And I honestly wish every track had something like that. That'd be really cool. The only way I found this out is because the fucking computers do this too, so it's like they know, like they put this in the game on purpose. Now, I mentioned you can explore, right? Each track has usable shortcuts that require skill to take. If you learn how to use all these shortcuts properly, well...
Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker!
And oh, whoops. What's this? I forgot the 5th track. Oh man, how could we ever forget Radiant Emerald? Holy crap, this track is so boring. To unlock it, you must finish first in every other race, and this one then becomes available. But hot damn, it's so plain and so boring. There's literally nothing here at all. It's just one long, same-looking track. It changes colors, but it's just a bunch of rocks, and it's a really long track. There's nothing of substance here, like, whatsoever. It's so disappointing. There's so little variety here, like 5 tracks? That's it? That's really all you guys could come up with is 5 tracks, and 3 of them are super generic, with the other 2 being kind of cool. I mean, in a racing game, having 5 really short tracks is like nothing. Like, they could have easily done 2 or 3 more, just as generic as the other 5, and they could have added more numbers to it, but they decided, nah, 5's good enough. Really disappointing, it could have used a lot more. So this is going to be a combined section, since these are also considered extras. But I'm going to go over all the characters in order of worst to best. Remember those secret characters I told you about? Well, they have unlock conditions, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you have to do to unlock them, as I go over which character it is. Cool? Cool. First and absolutely the fucking worst racer is Egg Robo. To unlock him, you need to get all 5 of these Sonic coins hidden around Regal Ruins, which is the worst stage, so of course you'd get the worst character. Finish the race in the top 3, and then race him in a challenge race to unlock him. He has no good qualities to speak of. He's slow. He handles like an egg rolling uphill. His special ability is a gun that shoots other players to slow them down. 9 times out of 10, it misses, or it makes them go fucking faster. It's not even significant enough to try to use, and he can't jump! Never pick Egg Robo. Second worst character is Amy. You start off with her, and she's in a car. What? Yeah, she drives in a car and has a special boost ability, which comes at random. So you don't collect a certain amount of rings, or you don't drive without crashing for a certain amount of time, you just fucking get it. And you have to use it immediately, otherwise she's gonna lose. Driving this car is like actually driving a tank. You can't move. And her only saving grace is that her car turns into a hovercraft above water. And that's it. That is the only good thing she has. Third worst is Dr. Robotnik. To unlock him, you must beat Radiant Emerald course, and then you just get him. You don't even have to challenge race him, because you probably kick his ass. He drives this hovercraft thing, and he's just like Amy, except faster, and with a gun. Just like with Egg Robo, though, the gun he has does fucking nothing. Wait, is he... What? Why does he look like he's getting hit here? Is that just me? Okay, fourth is Tails Doll. What a scary character to choose to put in this game. I mean, why? Why Tails Doll? Why not Espio or any of the Chaotix crew? I mean, anything fucking else. Why a creepy sentient doll that no one's ever seen before? Just look how creepy he is as he floats down the track. To unlock him, you must get the 5 coins and beat him in a race on Radical City. Tails Doll is decent enough. He's pretty average all around. He has no actual abilities, but going off course doesn't change his speed, which is really nice for when you're trying to gather other things. Fifth, we have Tails. He's a good all-around racer with a flying ability. On my first playthrough, I used Tails to gather all the extra coins because his flying ability makes it really easy to fly around corners and search for things, and he could still keep up with the people in the race. And honestly, I might be able to rate Tails higher, but I can't. He does this awful thing the whole time you use him. Anytime he gets up to top speed or you use his tails, he makes this noise. Yeah, no thanks, I'm not dealing with that. 6 is Knuckles. Oh my god, why does he look like that? Holy crap, he looks so fucking bad. Ugandan Knuckles looks better than this. He's the most base stat character, kinda your median. He's quick, handles good, and can glide, which doesn't slow down as much as Tails flying. When you do the races before unlocking the other characters, Knuckles is almost always in first, unless you're in first. 7th is good old Sonic. He's fast, but handles like he's a rock. He's super hard to turn, but if you learn the drifts, he's easily one of the best. He can double jump, which allows him to volley over certain obstacles, which is really helpful in race. Now here we are, baby, the best in the game. 8th is Metal Sonic. My guy here is fast, handles good, and looks slick as all hell. His only drawback is he has no special abilities. You unlock him by getting the 5 coins in Resort Island, which is the first place you play, and beating him in his challenge race. He was the first character I unlocked, and I used him the most until 9th. Metal Knuckles. Wait, what? Metal Knuckles? Is this the only game Metal Knuckles is in? Wow, it is! I mean, there's Mecha Knuckles in Sonic Advance, but apparently they're different, so wow. This guy is actually pretty cool looking. To be honest, I wish I could see more of him in other games. Metal Knuckles is easily the best racer. To get him, you need 5 coins in the Reactive Factory and beat him in his challenge race, which is actually a very tough race. In his challenge race, he is crazy. He uses every shortcut. Like, damn, dude, chill. He's the fastest of all the others. He handles better than the others. He can glide, and he's the coolest motherfucker. Wait, who's that? Oh, you think I forgot? Or I overlooked it. We'll guess again, because I know. In each of the 4 stages, there are doors that cost 50 rings to open. They all house one of the Chaos Emeralds. You have to get the rings, open the doors to get the emerald, and finish in first place to keep it. If you didn't finish in first place, get fucked, nerd! There's 7 emeralds to obtain, and once you have all 7, you get Super Sonic. Yeah, baby, that's right, the Mac Daddy himself. And you don't even have to beat him in a race, you just get his ass. And I know you're wondering, well, Dillon, what does he do well? Everything! He's fast, he's accurate, he floats, he double jumps, easily the best character. If you play as Supersonic, you automatically win, and if you lose, then you need to get better at the game. Overall, the characters are cool, but there's no balancing between any of them. 6 are utterly useless, and the other 3 can destroy everyone else. But Supersonic will still sweep every character in the game. He is incredibly OP, it's unfair. The only fun setup that this game can have is Metal Sonic, Metal Knuckles, regular Sonic, regular Knuckles, and anyone else you want to pick. So, it kind of destroys any reason to play other than the first playthrough. Or more than twice as with a friend, which is just disappointing because it's a racing game. Okay, so you beat the game. What do now? You only have a few fucking choices for real, with the easiest being to turn the game off. Want to keep playing? Really? Okay, well you can do this! You want more? Really? You greedy motherfucker. Time Attack! You can play Time Attack mode and race for the best times. Or you can do reverse mode, which is pretty cool once. You do the track backwards and this cute little light guides you so you don't get lost. Okay, next on the list is, get 5 balloons. Okay, this one's alright. There are 5 balloons in random places you have to find. It gets super boring easily. And last in Time Attack is actually my favorite. Tag 4 characters. So instead of a race, you play tag. That's a really cool idea, honestly. The characters can go anywhere on the track. You don't have to go one way. You can turn around, like everyone can split directions, go hide somewhere. But you're shown on the map, so it's really hard to hide. But you can run forward, backward, whatever, and as the main character, you have to tag them, and once you tag all of them, you win. It's a really cool idea that they implemented in the game. It was actually my most enjoyed mode. I played this a couple times before I was like, man, this is kind of boring now. And finally, the mode to end all modes versus this. This right here is what keeps the game alive, grabbing your friends in a no-holds-barred race to the death. Many swear words ensue in this mode. Bonds are broken, friendships are destroyed. And what's cool is you can change the screens from vertical to horizontal, which honestly back then, there was not a lot of that. It was basically like horizontal or get fucked. So this was a big deal to me because I preferred vertical. So all of these modes are like a one-time thing, and they're super boring. Like, why do I want to time attack this? Why wouldn't I just race against everybody else? Even verse mode is like, you play twice and you're done. It's boring. You don't want to go any further than that. So why? Why is it that people keep coming back to this game, and why do they love it so much and look at it with rose-colored glasses? The game mechanics suck, the characters are lackluster and broken, the tracks are unoriginal, and there's not that many. So what is it that gives people this... what? What is that?
Doesn't brighten up the day, take me back in time. I never want to.
This motherfucking soundtrack. It's so good. It's so perfect. This has to be why people keep coming back. I mean, just...
You have to survive. You've got to keep the dream.
it's so damn perfect. Every song is so high quality and great. Like, seriously, it does not belong in this game at all. It's so good. And it's so jazzy. Like, if I put this in Persona... you wouldn't even notice. It's perfect. This soundtrack is perfect. And if you don't believe it, come fight my brother and I. Because for sure, Dillon with a Y will end you over dissing his life music. When people think of this game, the first thing that hits your noggin isn't the shitty gameplay or the awful character stats. It's this soundtrack. You can't mention Sonic R without going... it's physically impossible. The soundtrack is enough said. Sonic R is an incredibly short game. It took me 1 whole hour to beat this game and get all of the unlockables, and then I immediately got bored with it. However, before I played, all I could think was, whoa, Sonic R, that game's fucking awesome, I can't wait to play it! The game is super lackluster. You've only got 5 tracks, and they're pretty generic. The racing mechanics suck, the characters that are OP are not worth playing with, and it's got a soundtrack that's fucking awesome. And that's the beauty of it. It's so bad, it's great. Like, it's so good at being bad that it makes it a fun trip through the game when you play. Even that 1 hour you spend playing the game before you get bored, it's just so funny. It's funny to see everything fuck up, everything looks so bad, and see how broken everything is. It's just a good nice, fun time with the game. Trying to turn will get a giggle out of me. Swapping characters to see how bad or good one is, and then being like, well fuck, I'll never play as him again. Racing against your friends and arguing about how you glitched out of the map or something happened to fuck up your progress and now you lost the race, and how you need to redo the race so you can get in first next time. All to this beautifully disastrous soundtrack. It just makes this perfect disaster for when you and your friends play, and it's a beautifully depressing thing. So I'm gonna do something wild and give this game 2 scores. The first score is the first 30 minutes of you playing this game. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. That's right, 8 out of 10. You will fucking love it, and when you finally get past all that, it immediately becomes a 3 out of 10. It's so bad, and you do not want to touch this game ever again. And you're gonna have to wait at least 5 years after playing this game before you can get that 8 out of 10 experience back from it. At least 5 years. Hey, I don't make up the rules, I just make up the numbers and points that I give to these games. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you watching through. If you got any feedback for me or anything you'd like to see me review in the future, please leave a comment down below. If you liked what you saw, like the video. Jeez. If you want more, subscribe. Now. Why are you waiting? Bro. Okay. $19 Fortnite.